Have you ever watched a man laugh with his friends, show up to work every day, and seem like he's got everything under control, but deep down, you can tell something's off? He is not weak. He is not cold. He's just carrying a weight nobody seems to notice. That's why he stays quiet. Not because he doesn't feel pain, but because every time he tries to speak, the world tells him to toughen up, keep it inside, be a man. You know how it goes. So he buries it, he keeps moving, and he silently hopes that one day someone will see what he's holding without him having to say a word. Welcome back, I'm Isabella, and this is Secrets of the Night. This video is for you, the men who feel invisible when the pain starts to pile up. Today, I want to talk about why men stop talking about their pain. Men are raised to believe that showing pain is weakness. From a young age, you're taught to be the strong one, the guy who fixes problems, doesn't cry, and handles everything. But pain doesn't disappear just because you don't speak it out loud. It sits there, heavy, growing a little more every time you feel ignored. Maybe it's stress from work, a fight with someone close, or just feeling alone in a crowded room. You want to share it. But the last time you tried, someone told you to get over it. Or worse, they said nothing at all. So you learn to lock it away. You go to work, smile, make jokes, act normal, but inside, it's exhausting. Of course, a man will stop talking if no one really hears him. That's an understandable reaction. What happens when you keep it all inside? It doesn't disappear. It builds. You might start snapping over small things. You might lose focus. You might feel tired all the time, tired in a way sleep doesn't fix. You're not failing. You're human. But society doesn't make it easy for men to be human. You're told to be a rock never cracking, always steady. You're expected to lead, to provide, to protect, all while pretending nothing hurts. Pain is not just sadness. It's frustration. It's worry. It's feeling stuck, angry at yourself, or unseen. And when you don't have a safe place to put that pain, silence feels like the only option. So, what should a man do when he feels this way? Pretend everything's fine? No. It's okay to protect yourself by staying quiet until you find someone who genuinely listens. This silence doesn't come from nowhere. It's not just about you, it's about the world around you. People expect men to fix themselves. If you open up, you risk judgment or mockery. Maybe someone told you your feelings don't matter. Maybe you saw another man get laughed at for being vulnerable. So you choose silence. Not because you don't feel, but because it hurts more to be dismissed when you do. That's not coldness. That's survival. And men hide their pain even more when they think women might make fun of them for it. Not all women, of course. But enough of them talk in group chats like, he's upset over a breakup, he needs to grow up. So before you even say you're hurting, you imagine the eye rolls, the jokes, the whispers. Why take the risk when staying quiet feels safer than being mocked? Some women grew up believing men must always be tough. So when a man shows pain, it feels wrong to them, like he's breaking some rule. So he learns to say nothing just to avoid being judged. But think about what that silence does over time. It's like carrying a bag that gets heavier every day. You keep adding to it. Stress from a bad day. A relationship that feels distant. Feeling like nobody really understands you. You don't want to burden anyone. So you carry it alone. But that weight changes you. You might start pulling back from people. Stop reaching out. Feel distant even in a room full of friends. You're not broken. You're tired. You want someone to notice without you having to wave a flag for help. So what should a man do when the load feels too heavy? Take a small step. Maybe write it down. Maybe talk to one trusted person. Maybe just admit to yourself quietly, this hurts. Silence isn't proof that you don't feel. Often, It's proof that you feel too much. You've learned that it's safer to keep it inside. Society says you are the provider, the leader, the one who doesn't flinch. But that doesn't mean your pain isn't real. It shows up at night when you can't sleep, when you lie there wondering if anyone truly sees you not for what you do, but for who you are. You don't need to explain it for it to be real. Your silence is proof enough. Of course, a man will stop sharing if it feels like shouting into the wind. That's normal, but carrying it all alone slowly wears you down. You might feel less energy, less hope. You might start thinking you're the only one who feels this way. You're not. So many men are trapped in the same expectation. Be strong, be quiet, take it. The strongest men often break quietly, not because they are weak, but because they've been carrying too much for too long. So what can a man do? Look for small ways to let some of that weight go. Go for a walk. Pick up a hobby. Give yourself a private moment to simply admit, I'm not okay right now. Your pain matters. It doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you real. You don't have to scream it. Sometimes you just need one person who sees the weight without you having to point at it. That might be a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who listens. But until you find that person, it's okay to keep parts of it inside. You're protecting your heart in a world that doesn't always understand it. Silence can be a shield, and for now, that's okay. But even shields get heavy. How do you know when the pain is getting too heavy? You're always tired. Small things make you angrier or sadder than they should have. You feel like you're just going through the motions. Those are signs your silence is carrying too much. You don't have to suddenly tell everyone everything. You can start small. Write down what's on your mind. Say a few honest words to someone you trust. Even telling yourself the truth, I'm not okay, is a powerful step. You deserve people who listen. People who see you as more than what you provide or how strong you look from the outside. Those people exist. It might take time to find them, but they are out there. Until then, protect your peace. If silence is your shield right now, that's understandable. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are strong for getting through every day with that weight on your shoulders. Carrying pain in silence takes courage, especially in a world that tells you it's not okay to feel. But you don't have to carry it alone forever. There will be people who listen without judgment. You just haven't met all of them yet. What should you do while you wait? Keep going, but also take care of yourself. You are worth that. So here are a few simple steps. Notice when the weight feels too heavy. Give yourself permission not to be fine all the time. Share a small piece of what you feel with someone safe. Do something that lifts you up. A walk, a workout, a hobby, a quiet moment to breathe. Life is more than just carrying pain. You deserve moments of lightness too. In the end, when a man stops talking about his pain, this is often why. Not because he doesn't feel, but because no one truly listened when he did. So he smiles, keeps moving, and hopes someone will see what's behind that smile one day. The strongest men break quietly, and that's okay. You're not broken, you're resilient. This is Isabella, and you're watching Secrets of the Night. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. You are resilient for choosing your peace. This is Isabella, and you're watching Secrets of the Night. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you are in a situation where you're not sure anymore, ask yourself one question. If I stopped giving today, would she still stay? Because love that depends on benefits isn't love. It's dependency. You deserve someone who chooses you for who you are, not for what you provide. A woman who brings peace, not confusion. Someone who makes you feel wanted, not used. If you've been giving, trying, and constantly proving your worth, pause. See what happens when you stop overgiving. If she pulls away, you just learned everything you need to know. If she stays genuinely, without demanding more, that's when real love has a chance to rebuild. Never be afraid to lose someone who was only with you for the benefits. Because the moment she leaves, she simply makes space for someone who will love you for real. And remember, real love doesn't cost you your peace. The woman meant for you won't take advantage of your kindness. She'll protect it. Thank you for watching. This is Isabella, and you've been watching Secrets of the Night. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.